The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
And one of those at table with Jesus said to him, "Blessed is the one who will dine in the kingdom of God." And he replied to him, "A man gave a great dinner to which he invited many. When the time for the dinner came, he dispatched his servant to say to those invited, 'Come, everything is now ready.' But one by one they all began to excuse themselves. The first said to him, 'I have purchased a field and must go to examine it. I ask you, consider me excused.' And another said, 'I have purchased 5 yoke of oxen and am on my way to evaluate them. I ask you to consider me excused.' And another said, 'I've just married a woman, and therefore I cannot come.' The servant went and reported this to his master. Then the master of the house, in a rage, commanded his servant, 'Go out quickly into the streets and alleys of the town. Bring in here the poor and the crippled, the blind and the lame.' And the servant reported, 'Sir, your orders have been carried out, and still there is room.' And the master ordered the servant, 'Go out to the highways and hedgerows and make people come in, that my home will be filled. For I tell you, none of those men who were invited will taste my dinner.'" The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
So it's interesting that Jesus is responding to a statement about the kingdom of God and how he does it in a parable. And so, blessed is the one who will dine in the kingdom of God. And of course, we're all hoping to share in God's heavenly dinner, if you will, the gift of God's love for eternity. And the story he tells, the parable, is one that we can easily dismiss, that, we're all trying to get to heaven. We're all trying to get there. And it occurred to me that, yes, that's true, but are we really open to the question to come to the kingdom and to let the kingdom truly live in us? That's where God's grace really needs to touch our lives. And what's the area that is our greatest weakness? That's really where God's grace needs to go in a special way. And that's where our real true yes to share in that banquet of God's love comes in. So let's pray for the grace that we may not make excuses as those in the parable did, but that we may be truly open to God's kingdom in our lives.